What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another night of ALG gaming action. And we have ourselves day 2 of the league. Day 1 went very well, I would say, and the action unfolded in a very sick way. And I'm sorry, guys, the transition didn't go the right way exactly here, but we do have ourselves a new co-caster here for tonight's action. Nico, introduce yourself.
Howdy, howdy, Nico Tender, Nico Knee, however you'd like to say it. I'm here. I'm ready to cast. I'm here at the duo chase. I'm pretty sure most of ALG doesn't know who I am, because who knows who I am in this, little small community here. But I am here. I'm ready to cast. On the side, me and Chase will occasionally have a few casting in another corner of this industry. But nonetheless, I am here tonight. I am here to bring the energy, the free vibes. So I'm very excited, considering I have not seen these players, this team, and I've seen a bit of the league. But this for me is going to be in some untreaded waters, if I can say that. Very excited to see what we have, and it appears our first map's going to be checkmate on hardpoint, which is one of my favorite maps to watch.
Yeah, you're getting right into the next scene that we have here, and that is going to be our map scene. And the overall 5 map series that we have in front of us is going to go as follows. We're going to have checkmate to start, followed by a Miami Search and Destroy. Then we're going to have back-to-back raid if we get to the 4th map, but the 3rd map guaranteed raid. And then we will end things off on Moscow Search and Destroy if we can go the distance to the map 5. Unlike the CDL today, which went all the way through every single series, 3-0, absolute sweat fest from the winning teams across those ones. Now we're looking at a very interesting sort of potential to maybe see the 3-0s that went on the cards today in the CDL. Maybe that makes its way and leaks its way into the cracks of the Masters League here at ALG, and we see some really dominant 3-0s tonight. I know for a fact we have a massive fan base over here of Dawn of Chaos ready to support and show up big time, and they're also one of the standout teams that was returning from the last year's series, or the last COD Master League. That's the one for Modern Warfare, and they did a spot-on job. But today they will be fielding a different roster than what I remember. That's going to be interesting. Nico, you mind running us through these rosters? In the blue here, we're going to be having the side of OTB, and in red, we're going to have Dawn of Chaos. So just run us through who these players are.
OTB, we have Casey, Jamal, Kings, and debatably my favorite name, Slapping Cheeks. Let's hope he can stick to his name and slap some cheeks this series, because I would love to just see all on the side of the kill feed just slapping cheeks, taking out the other opponents. Derek, we have Aurora, Drake, MVP. All I think is my boy Aubrey. Like, come on now, Drake. Get Good host. I have heard of a bit of chatter about Get Good.
That's that's
Prior to
that's
this.
the hosting service that we're using.
I'm so what? Yeah, that's so,
Man was gonna say Get Good Host was on Dawn of Chaos.
because I heard you guys talking about Get Good before the stream, and I just assumed he was a player. I
Oh
didn't know
man,
what you guys were talking about. That's embarrassing.
I wish I had a replay on that. I wish I had a replay on that.
But nonetheless, 4 players each. I don't know why I didn't count 4 players. I mean, in my head, 5 is 4, but yeah, I honestly the one guy I've never seen any of these players play, but Slapping Cheeks, just because of his name, is gonna be just on my radar. I would love to see some cheeks being slapped around in, in this checkmate hardpoint. So very interesting to say the least. I know you've certainly had more experience with seeing these players and this league, these teams. So I'm really looking to you to see how you interpret these games, these maps playing, and the way these players have chemistry between each other. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, right now we're just gonna get things started on a map, load everything up, get a quick ping test in for the players, so we know everything's all set up and good for them, and then we're gonna get the full game actually set up. But Nico, looking at this map set, and actually, okay, before we look on the map set from a broad perspective here, can you tell me about the first map we have, Checkmate Hardpoint? What are your thoughts on Checkmate Hardpoint?
I think the top plane, that plane position is very important because most teams will either lose that positioning or they will absolutely dominate it. And most teams, in most instances that I've seen, there's just been a constant contest. And I think what's really going to be important is going to be that first hard point. But right now, it looks like something.
We are gonna have a restart on it. Like I told you, it's a ping test. So what you're seeing, the stream actually can't see right now because it's just gonna be us chatting.
Gotcha.
And so when it comes to Checkmate Hardpoint, it's really interesting. You have two hills pretty much in the same spot on the map, the middle, the dead center of the map, pretty much the middle of the plane, and then below the belly of the plane. For those two hills that happen, the first hill and then I believe third or fourth hill. Don't quote me on that. It's early on in the game. I haven't memorized it. I really should, and chat can scold me all they want. But Nico, when it comes to Checkmate, what are some important things you want to look out for from these teams, like keys to success these teams sort of need to follow in order to win on this map in this mode?
Right. I feel like it's pretty obvious to say, but it's got to be respawns because you take top control of those two hard points you were talking about, the top plane and the belly side of it, having those spawns. And time again have I seen teams just have spawns and absolutely have no defense in the positioning, and they just only able to soak up about 5 seconds. They have this loss of momentum. They just accumulate a bunch of deaths, and here they are trying to push with the team, and they immediately throw themselves on the offense. And uh, I would say about 50-50. You're going to get a team that's going to be able to make a rebound off that hard point, or they're just going to fluke it and not be able to push that offense back into the hard point and secure some extra time. So I have to say respawns. It seems like an obvious answer, but for a map like Checkmate, being able to weave and maneuver, getting your SMG players in that top plane and being able to secure it early on and holding on to that position is going to be very, very important to build a very comfortable lead for these teams. And unfortunately, from yesterday, a match that I'd watched yesterday, that just wasn't happening. But like I said, these teams, these players are blank canvas for me. Flapping Cheeks, because of his name, is just the man to look out for. Um, another point I'd like to mention is definitely spawn traps. If you get on the top wing of the plane, there are a bunch of nasty peaks where these ARs can just sit up top, bird's nest, and just pick off players coming right off spawn. So I think being able to not only predict those positionings, but being able to win those gunfights, to hold your team against these tight positionings is going to be very crucial in determining the outcome of this first hardpoint map.
Oh,
Now, I'd like to. I don't know how much you've seen Dawn of Chaos and OTB playing in Cold War, but I'd like to hear a tiny bit of rhetoric on who you think is probably the underdog or who's probably more favored in this matchup. Because I know you mentioned Dawn of Chaos has a considerable fan base in the chat.
yeah. Dawn of Chaos. They've always had a solid fan
I
base
think
from.
your
The Dawn of Chaos has
I think
always
your
had
mic's muted.
a solid. No, they can hear me. I might be just a bit
But I
low.
think having a bit of some delay issues with your audio. So I guess I'm just gonna play the improv and just keep talking. So this checkmate map, keys to success.
Yo, I was muted in Discord. You couldn't hear me, but like stream could actually hear me, so it's okay. It's okay. My bad. My bad. Um,
Sorry.
but no, like, I think genuinely speaking, there just too many people are hyping up Doc in chat that I just can't go for it. I can't not see Doc being the team, and OTB being the underdog here. Chat, I want to know, where are you guys voting? I want to see the hashtag OTB win or the hashtag Doc win in the chat so we can get these early votes in. Who you guys think is going to take the entire series? I don't want votes on just the first map and the hard point, but I want to see votes on the series. You guys can you could drop your 3-0, 3-1, 3-2 if you want as well. If you want to put those predictions in, it's up to you guys. You could be jinxing your team. I don't know with the numbers, but at least throw those hashtags in. We got ourselves a fat amount of viewers right now, getting close to that 70 mark. Nico, mind tossing out a few names of some of these people in the chat, just so so people in the VOD later can appreciate those people.
Yeah.
We can give some extra appreciation to those that show up on game time and on game day to actually show up and support these teams.
Yeah, there's definitely a disparity between a fan base. I've noticed that there's a team ADS, Reaper ADS.
Team from
He's
yesterday, they
yeah,
took away the first win. Actually, they're also the returning champions from the Masters League in Modern Warfare.
he's throwing a bit of flack in there. I could see. Prodigy Gaming vibes, OTB. I'm gonna trust the majority of the fans in here. I would really like to see. I'm getting up now as I say that, a bunch of Doc wins, Doc up, OTB. I'm gonna try to trust the majority on most of these, and it seems I'm getting more Doc wins. Doc Blends seems to support Reaper ADS, OTB win. Interesting. Okay, reigning champ player rooting for OTB. I'm getting 3 2s, 2 3s, OTB. OTB with that W. Prodigy Gaming vibes. Honestly, it's kind of half. It's like half and half. It's really hard to see who the majority is right now. Steady Z, appreciate you. I will appreciate you, Steadies. I will appreciate you. Tough match. I can agree with that. I think this. If you guys are saying it's going to be a tough match, I'm inclined to believe that. And I'm noticing there aren't any 3-0s. There are a lot of 3-2s, 3-1s. So it seems that these people think, these fans think it's going to be a close one. 2-3, OTB, AIM predicts. I'm going to try to remember these scores. See who is able to predict this. I guess I feel like it's not very fair to throw in my own prediction, but OTB seem to be the favorites coming in seemingly by like an inch. They seem to be the
OTB is the favorite team?
It seems so. I mean, I'm getting
No
more
way.
OTB here by like an inch.
You're getting more OTB?
Yeah, I'm seeing
Okay,
more
well,
OTB.
this is going to be quite an interesting series then.
Where the Doc wins. OTB 3-1. Doc up, Kiko CDL.
Okay, not bad. We're just waiting on we're waiting on 2 more people here. Well, we're still waiting on some people here.
ADS don't want to see us winning. 302. Visions. OTB, yeah, I'm getting more OTB. Where are the Doc boys? Doc up. Represent.
Right now, we are continuing to have technical difficulties with the Get Good host at the moment, so we're trying to keep this lobby afloat and actually get us into the match. And we checked at the ping. The ping seemed to be good, and then things just we had a bit of an issue there. So with the host, so we will be taking a short break, and instead of me giving you guys the starting soon screen, instead we're gonna give you the breakdown screen so that you guys can see the maps for this matchup, and you guys can keep up to date on that while we are waiting. But Nico, we're gonna rest our voices for a little bit. Dallas superfan Nico, Mr. 4T man, 4Trixel, also known as Chase, will be back with you guys when the action resumes as quick as possible. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back and the lobby is populated. We are loading up into the map. The action is about to unfold, and Nico, the wait looks like it's just about to be over. Fingers crossed we don't have to end the match right away when it starts, because these waits, they're killer. I know the vibes in chat. You guys have to ride off of some trash talk and cool chats in there, but you know, it's not fun when you don't have the action in front of you, right, Nico?
Oh yeah, but I'm definitely expecting some electricity in these very starting maps. Like I said before, slapping cheeks, the guy to look for, but I'm really hoping for an exciting match, and I think the fans are ready. I think we're all ready.
Here we go. We're right into the action here. Dawn of Chaos on your right, OTB on your left, sporting the red, sporting the orange. This is going to be could be a blockbuster showdown here, as we saw a ton of people predicting OTB in the full series entirely, but there were quite a few people still arguing a little bit for the side of Dawn of Chaos. Now, Nico, the action starting off hot, and D0c, he's going to get a team kill while getting a kill on one of the players on their side. The point is going to start off and ticking over in favor of OTB, who some people in chat have been calling the Titans. Well, we will see how the Titans will carry themselves or if they will fall to Dawn of Chaos.
Yeah, and right now it's just a stalemate. Casey has just been big chilling on the plane, keeping it contested. Something that not a whole lot of players do is just sitting back, waiting for their teammates. But just as I say that, he gets cut down, and it looks like Dawn of Chaos are going to be able to pick up the scrap time and get the respawns. Only 2 players now closing in on the other side for OTB. Drake MVP holding this plane in the back, trying to get something, hold on his team, trying to build a point lead, and he's going to find... He's gonna get the kill, but in the middle of the reload, he's gonna drop. All the kills coming in for the side of OTB. Right now, it's a tie game. 46 seconds left on the hard point, and it's looking like a dominant control on OTB as the next push comes in on the side
OTB, they did not have spawns to start this hill. They were able to instead break it through the side, and they got 2 very important kills onto Drake and Kezext to stop them from accruing more kills and points together to try and get themselves extra streaks. Now, slapping cheeks, doing far but slapping cheeks right now so far, dropping a booty cheeks 0 and 4. And you're looking over at OTB Kings right now, leading the charge. He was building a bit of a streak himself during this hill, but, you know, OTB staying on top, going into hill number 3 in the belly of the plane here. And once again, Dawn of Chaos first steps onto the point, first initial time. Now, how will the break come through for OTB? The pressure gets put on early by Casey in the contest spot, as now the flurry of kills are coming through. Kill feed is going to be back and forth. It's going to be pinstriped. The needles are starting to get thread by these XM4s, and we are going to see Dawn of Chaos end up being able to hold off the first push of players from OTB in their first opening break of the hill.
Yes, and as you can see, the KD on the side of Dawn of Chaos is a lot better than the ones on OTB, but as we've seen before, that does not matter as long as you were sitting on the hill, accruing points for your team and playing the objective. Right now, it looks like Casey is going to get taken down, not able to get any time to contest on there. Kezex, the next player up to defend, he's trying to look for a pick. There's no players. One's coming up top, but he's able to just sit and relax, gain the next 10 points, accrue the scrap time, and OTB are already looking to rotate for the next one. The only player there, Drake, is there waiting for his teammates to come, maybe looking to make an early pick, a trade, but as I say that, he's going to drop. OTB are going to take the next hard point, and the players all on the side of Dawn of Chaos are starting to make their way over there, hoping to make a clean break. Kings is able to drops Kezex, all of them, flooding the hard point, and already the defense was just not there. Dawn of Chaos are able to take it.
You know, I don't know if you watched the CDL today, Nico, but more importantly, the matchup between Paris and Mutineers today. I'm getting a bit of vibes from that one based off of how close things are starting to have been so far in this hard point, how back and forth it's been, how the score has been close. But now Dawn of Chaos taking a bit of a leap forward here. We're seeing the side of Dawn of Chaos fielding way better KDs across D0c and Kezex. I believe you made a point about that at one point during your communications and your rants here. And it's not even just the KDs. You're seeing D0c and Kezex also being the 2 players so far in this lobby, and D0c is going on a spree here. He's accrued himself 6. You guys have to be looking at these streaks coming online for him shortly if he's able to grab 2 more here. He's gonna tag up one heavily here. He can't get the final kill onto him. The streaks are denied. That was massive for OTB to get rid of before he became more of a problem than what he is already.
Wow, that is something. Those streaks are very important. They could be very dangerous for an opposing team having to deal with that. But it looks like they're able to cut him down just shortly. Trades are coming in back and forth. Slapping cheeks, 4 and 12. The player to look for is having an underwhelming performance, but 26 seconds on the hard point, again, still leading in his team points. Like I said, KD does not matter as long as you are accruing points, but something needs to happen. Something needs to change. D0c is able to take control of the plane. He's going to get 2. He's going to be sitting in the center of the plane. He's going to be relaxing, just chilling, waiting for players to come to him, knowing he got his 2 kills, waiting for his teammate to push up with him to make another play. Kezix is going to get taken down under the belly of the plane. D0c still relaxing, playing it cool, waiting for players to come in, and here comes the push. He's going to win the first gunfight, but he's not going to win the next one. That's 3 players for him. He's going to just be taken down. Aurora's going to back up, wait for his teammates to come from the backside of the plane. Nades coming in, trophies are down, players are at a stalemate. Aurora's going to win the first gunfight. His teammate's going to back him up on the second. Trophies are still down, but they're able to get the next few points on the board. Slapping cheeks. He's going to choke that. He's going to choke that.
Ew! What was that? Slapping cheeks. His shots looking like cheeks right now as he's going 6 and 15. The accuracy level there was appalling, but hopefully he can turn that around in the later stages of this one. But right now his team's actually running out of time here. So much steam. It's like dropping a snowball down a mountain, and it's just continuing to pick up pace, pick up mass, and right now Dawn of Chaos is steamrolling over this OTB squad so well. Look at their rotations. I haven't seen them not hit hills first since the first hill in the map.
They've been having a solid defense and a very clean offense. They're winning their gunfights and they're getting their rotations. Right now, we're going to have to see how well they're able to perform in this next defense. The players of OTB are starting to come in, but they're already dropping. 2 are down. 1 player's on the hard point, but again, they're all just going to drop. The last player left, Jamal, he's going to be on the hard point for the contest. He's going to win the gunfight.
He got a 2-piece in there. Holy!
Oh. Wow, major play, but it just simply was not enough. His teammates were not there to support him. He's going to drop, and Dawn of Chaos are, again, going to have the defense. Aurora's going to win the gunfight on the far right. Just keeping these players back. All the kill feed is all Dawn of Chaos right now. About to hit the 200-point club. OTB have yet to hit 100 points, and there are 10 seconds left on this hard point. It looks like the scrap time is not going to be picked up by Dawn of Chaos. They're just going to rotate, play for the next hill. Aurora sitting at the top lane comfortably, trying to wait for his teammates to come and support him. And right now, again, another defensive hold for Dawn of Chaos.
I don't know, man. This Dawn of Chaos side, they're way too strong for the side of OTB in the respawn for me at the moment. I feel like this control and hardpoint to follow, if we see the second hardpoint, are going to be absolute large shellackings. Now, OTB, I'm already going to... if I'm them, I'm already thinking about how we need to improve for this search and destroy and how we have to play it and win that search and destroy, because it's going to be what really matters the most to them. I feel like it's going to come down to whether they can win a search and destroy against this slay heavy team of Dawn of Chaos, whether they can stay alive in the series, even come away with some sort of glimmer of hope to even winning the series. As we're going to be on with Kezix here, top of the plane, also top in KD, in actual KD, if you were to do the math on that, 24 and 25 and 24 and 15, doing absolutely all the work alongside his teammates there. Everybody at Dawn of Chaos is having a great game. This isn't a one-sided game at all for them. Unlike over on OTB, you're seeing Jamal have to really drag the dead horse, but OTB, they have promise. I could give them the benefit of the doubt. They had to play such a Titan-esque team in Dawn of Chaos right off the get-go, and it's got to give them bad looks, but if anything, this might help them be underestimated in their next matchups following this one later in the next week, later on in this week. But Dawn of Chaos are going to come away with a very clean and decisive victory in this opening hard point, and well, either I don't know what to say for the slapping cheeks guy. He's either going to have to change his name or reword it to slap my cheeks because he's just been getting his cheeks slapped left, right, and center by the side of Dawn of Chaos.
Wow, the raw slaying power, the movements on the side of Dawn of Chaos were just unmatched compared to this side of OTB. It was all them. It was all Doc up. You know, I see them in the chats, Doc up. People are already calling it 3-0. Like, that's pretty convincing, but still, we still have a search and destroy to play, and it could be a very big turning point, or it could just be further momentum in this very big and overwhelming snowball for the side of OTB. Either way, this S&D map is crucial for both teams, and neither side should let up and give any sort of room for their opponents to breathe, because I truly believe that this S&D is going to decide, definitely going to make me have a more confident decision on who I think is going to take away the victory in this series, because that was just that was a slap and a half that round. 105 to 250.
Well, while I fix up the stuff with the settings here, we are going to show you guys the screen once again of the maps here and what to expect moving forward. And like Nico and I were saying, Miami, the map coming up next, and what better a map, you know, for the ALG Masters League to show to be having some matches on, because it fits well with the way that the branding and the elements of our stream are looking these days with this neon action. I've been loving it, Nico. What do you think about this neon action?
I mean, whenever this map first came to fruition in the CDL, it was definitely not a favored map. Unfortunately, I like the aesthetic of it. I like the different pacing. There's definitely a different pace to this map, and again, I mean, it's just something special about you know, being here on the ALG stream with Miami, considering I haven't seen or casted, for that matter, a whole lot of search and destroy Miami. So definitely going to be an interesting one, especially with the way that last game went. And now I gotta say, I still have some faith slapping cheeks has some gas in him. He's got something in there that he's just not tapping into. Like, you know, we've seen time and time again players and the hard point go absolutely bonkers in the hard point, and then the S&D, they just get spit on. And you know, it could be the other way around. So still, this S&D map is up in the air. It's in my opinion, it's anybody's game still.
Now I like how you say anybody's game, because you know, it is, truthfully. But
Yeah.
we have to make predictions. That's just how it works. And you and me, you know, for as long as we've been sitting at the desk together, you know, over with Oculus Performance, now here with ALG, we love our predictions. And you are one of the best S&D predictions people out there that I've ever seen, I've ever casted with. And now tell us, what is your S&D prediction for this one? What's the score? What's the team?
You know, I've given a lot of props to OTB, but my prediction, if I'm a betting man sometimes, I'm gonna have to say it's gonna be a 6-4 Dawn of Chaos take this. That's my prediction.
Well, 6-4 for Nico. I'm gonna say Dawn of Chaos take it 6-1, and I think it's gonna be a big smoking once again there. And we're gonna be starting off here with a bunch of ARs, like I would expect from the side of OTB. They definitely want to jump on with some ARs, especially for a shoreline push. Now, the submachine gun presence from Dawn of Chaos, I don't know if this is a bit of a play, a pick for them, the submachine guns, to be, you know, because they're cocky and overconfident. They don't need the strength of the ARs. Ooh. But right now, their AR got the first blood. They're going to get all those kills with their subs. And holy smokes, this map, it might go by faster than you could say uncle, as Dawn of Chaos win this opening round so quick. I didn't even drop a single player. That was perfection.
Who says you need an AR to win an S&D map? They just absolutely chose a completely different game plan, and Kezix getting a two-piece, taking Casey off the bomb, saying, no, sir. Wow. That was a quick round. I was not expecting such speed and aggression from the side of Dawn of Chaos, but they are still fired up from that last map.
Looks like we will see the OTB side still rocking their ARs, but this time around rocking one sub to go with that, and a bit of a switch around for Dawn of Chaos in this sense as well. They're going to be rocking the 2 AR presence to 2 subs, and the action and the play for Dawn of Chaos isn't going to be mimicking the A push that we saw out of OTB. Instead, this is going to be a B focused push, and the defense is ready for this. We're not seeing a defense focused A hold. We're going to be seeing the defense focused around this garage area here, and looks like King's going to be looking for some information, but Kezix and his company is going to be able to nade out the player over there at the truck. Or can he get the big kill? He will. Trade comes through for Jawmaw. Jawmaw is going to have to take down another player at least, or it's going to be only casualty in the mix over by B, and that's a free plant that Dawn of Chaos gets off of just really only losing 1 life. Slapping Cheeks is going to have to slap 3 players' cheeks in this round to get the round win. But Kezix, living at large right now with the 4 streak. I expect him to grab and clean up this last kill unless he gets flanked hard here. And he will. Slapping Cheeks will catch him from the side here. It's all up to him against the 2 players left from Dawn of Chaos. 17 seconds left. He either plays his life, hoping that he can accrue more kills in the later rounds to get some streaks on the board, or he goes for these kills here. He spots out one. He's going to maybe catch D0c in the catch, but Drake is going to take him out at long range.
Interesting decision. I think it was not a bad play to go for it. I mean, regardless, he didn't have very much time, but I mean, imagine if he got that snap and the bomb would have went off. He still had a 1v3 all alone. You know, a nice way to pull him out of the goose egg he had. He's sitting at a comfortable 2-2, now leading in kills for his team, maybe looking to kind of set the standard for what is to be expected of his teammates and these next couple rounds. But now OTB down 0-2. Drake sitting at a 2-0. Kezix 4-1. It's looking a little intimidating for OTB, but there's hope. It's anybody's game, but right now the gunfight's gonna come in. The bomb's gonna get dropped. Aurora, D0c able to pick up their first 2 kills. It's already a 2 versus 4. It's crumbling very quickly. Kings is starting to back up that push, trying to get a revenge kill. He's gonna be able to take out Aurora.
That was massive. He really needed that kill so that he could get some presence up here to grab this bomb. But he's caught like a mouse in a trap here. He might get one, but he won't. He just gets pinned in the bar. And this wasn't like an arrest at a bar for drinking too much. This was just overall the man was in the wrong place. This wasn't his real estate, and they were arresting him for trespassing, and it was a complete swarm through.
It was definitely a very a quick call. I mean, the players, Dawn of Chaos, just absolutely knew where he was and just pounced on him. Knew that he had no chance of making it out of there, and they made it known. But right now, 0-3, Dawn of Chaos have the bomb. This is the side that we saw them have such a quick, clean round on, and we're just gonna have to see how it's going to play out again. And it looks like they're going to take a more patient route. OTB only have 1 player on A, and it looks like all 3 are going to go, and already shots being fired across the map, no connections being able to be made. Slapping Cheeks, trying to make something happen. The nade's going to come in. They know exactly where Cheeks is right now. Jamal trying to make a play, moving down the middle, just an inch of health for Slapping Cheeks, but he gets away just in time. Kezix not able to pick up that kill. Still 4-1, trying to make it 5 now. He's itching for a kill right now. And again, these players are just very, very patient. Not trying to lose their life or anything. Trying to play the bomb. But as I say that, Drake is going to get the first blood. Casey is going to spot him. He's going to try to fish him out. Chasing. He's going to be able to see him. Drake does not see him, and his buddy helps him out with that kill. But he knows he's got a submachine gun. He's not going to challenge that. Aurora, I don't think he's going to be able to see. He's not going to be able to see him in time, and he loses the gunfight on the staircase. He doesn't check up top before running up there. D0c on top of the boat, looking to make a kill, but nothing. Again, the pacing is just slowed down once more.
Watch out for Casey. He got a big kill around the wrap here. The player last alive for Dawn of Chaos isn't going to be able to do anything to stop OTB from getting a round on the board now in the search and destroy. The score is going to be 3-1 going into round number 5, and Nico, it's still looking very dire for the OTB esports side. They're yet to really find much success across any of these 2 game modes in my eyes. And they need to find it quick. They need this game mode, or at least to end it on a more competitive note before going into this control. They could get easily 3-0 sweeped here. And more convincingly than the last series that happened yesterday as well.
Yeah, I can see that point, but I think there's still a case to be made for them. I mean, it's still 1-3. That was a very crucial round. They only dropped one player. There's still some hope for them. I'm gonna be the optimist and say that OTB are able to put some fight, and they're gonna come out on top on this, or they're gonna go down swinging. But right now, they're not letting up. And again, these players are like right in front of each other, just patiently waiting for the next player to push. It seems like Slapping Cheeks might get a little impatient and start to push up. He's gonna throw his stun out, and he knows that a player's there.
Oh, the
Nade
tag
is gonna
comes
go out.
through. How will
Ooh,
he aggress forward into enemy territory? He won't. This is a great disciplined play here. He's going to play for information. I'm not sure he spots the shouldering D0c at the end of that alleyway, so the information there might stay hidden. So the aggression is now going to come forward. They will start to inch their way forward. Casey will give some information away with his one shot right there onto the trophy. That's big. Will we see the player in Aurora swing out and get the kill onto Casey or his teammate here in Kings? Aurora is going to spot one. He's going to shoot, not get the kill. He will find Kings. The trades come through, but we see Dawn of Chaos on top in the trades here. And the final kill comes through in such an incredible fashion here. Both the players jumping. He catches the player from the top rope and takes him down. Aurora bringing in the Aurora Borealis like brilliancy to get those 2 kills in the kill cam and help his team accrue another round on the board. We are seeing things really get out of hand here. But like you said earlier, you have faith in OTB, and I have faith OTB could win at least one more round.
I think a very imperative role would be Jamal. And there it could be just some communications issues, but yeah, you need to pick up these rounds. You need to win your gunfights. You need to stop letting the team just get one kill and then crumbling, absolutely pushing over. But right now, it looks like it's going to be another push. Players are going to be at the top bar area. Casey's going to be sitting in the corner with his SMG tucked away, waiting for something to happen. Patiently, Jamal trying to look over him as best as he can from where he is. Players look like they're going to be tossing nades out to get some information. They know exactly where Jamal is. He's going to back up a little bit, but he needs to keep watching that doorway. He needs to defend his buddy. And again, another patient round.
Hey, at
Looks like
least
it's going to drop.
OTB were able to get first blood on the board. Usually when you see these rounds go by, the teams with the most first bloods tend to also be potentially the winners. For the most part, they end up being the winners of the Search and Destroy. First blood is king in Search and Destroy in a lot of cases, especially on a map like Miami, where you play very passive until you get that life lead and you can start to overwhelm your opponents here. Well, right now we are going to see the side of Dawn of Chaos get a plant down onto B. Jamal, he's really looking for him. Slapping Cheeks will get the kill. The 2 versus 2 turns into a 1 versus 2 here. Slapping Cheeks rocking the unorthodox Krieg build here, but Jamal, he will be the one to close things out for OTB and get them on the board once again, making this scoreline 2-4, inching its way closer to both of our predictions. Even though yours is further away from mine here in realism.
I mean, that was I agree. I mean, I can still see a few rounds, a few punches, a few swings coming in for the side of OTB, but that play by Jamal was played perfectly. He was admittedly a little timid, but it worked out in the end. I mean, he was able to secure that spot, watch over the bomb, and make sure nobody got on it. He lasted to the end. That was a big play by Jamal. We're just talking about him needing to step up, and that is exactly what he did, securing 2 kills for his team. And again, another B push. D0c is going to spot it out. The information comes in, but Aurora's going to get the first blood. It's a 3 versus 4. The
And
bomb is struck
that's
down.
another first blood for Dawn of Chaos. I just showed up the scoreboard for the players here, and Dawn of Chaos fashioned 7 first bloods so far.
Oh,
This is going into the 7th round now. 7 first bloods. It's insane. Or not 7, sorry. They have 5 first bloods out of the 7 rounds. It's incredible. And Dawn of Chaos once again gonna come away with another round and put on. If the pressure wasn't on, if the pressure wasn't already on thick, then right now this has got to be like a ton-pound weight here on top of the side of OTB, because that respawn game type they played before was catastrophic, and now the Search and Destroy, it's lackluster. But the shining light, like you've been mentioning, Jamal for OTB, he was the man at the top of the charts in the respawn for OTB, now creeping his way up to the top of the charts for OTB, warming up throughout this search and destroy, but it's a bit of a late bloom, I think.
Uh, yeah, I have to agree with you on that one. But I mean, he still secured 2 kills in the last round. You know, kills are coming. Jamal is able to get the flank. Drake does not even spot him. He gets from behind. I should have called that before the map. I had a prediction that would have been nasty. I would have had that on the dot. OTB trying to secure this B bomb site, not let anybody play. Derek is able to get the kill. Aurora, Slapping Cheeks are going to spot each other. Jamal trying his very best to secure a single kill, trying to make something happen, but he doesn't spot the player from behind him. Aurora's going to get him from back, and Slapping Cheeks is going to get the call out and secure the trade. It's a 2 versus 1. Slapping Cheeks is all alone. He doesn't spot that player on the bomb site. That's really unfortunate. I don't know how much information he has to play with this. And again, Kezix, he doesn't see him. He's laying down, playing rug. I don't think he knows where any of these players are right now, but he's got 30 seconds to work with. And right now, he's about to spot somebody in the bar, and he's going to win the gunfight. He's got 1 player left, 36 HP. He's really low. Trying to make the decision whether to circle back around or to push right through. Kezix still doesn't know. He's going to get on the defuse. 15 seconds left. Kezix isn't going to check the bomb.
He is. Well, the ninja come through.
He's going to get it.
Is it good? It is good.
He got it.
Woo!
He got the defuse.
No way.
He got the defuse.
All we could do was talk down about Slapping Cheeks in the respawn, and he brings us a 1 versus 3 clutch up with the ninja defuse in the 1 versus 1 at the end. Slapping Cheeks, the man knows how to press those buttons quick enough to get the defuse. That's he got that in beautifully, and the search and destroy prowess on the man. Okay, I changed my mind. He is vital for this team. I thought he was. Yes. I thought he was he was holding his team back. I thought he was a huge negative, but Slapping Cheeks even continuing his tear, starting with the first blood in this one here, getting it onto Aurora. OTB have life, and it's in the endings of this map potentially that they're gonna start showing it.
Wow, unbelievable. That is just the performance in that, the fire, you can tell. I love it when we talk down on a player, or we highlight some performance issues, and they feel it and they just shut us up. It feels great because you feel the fire in that competition. But right now, a 3 versus 4 Dawn of Chaos at a disadvantage. Derek, he's just going to be chilling up at the bar waiting for something to happen, but it doesn't look like anybody's going to be near him. Again, another B push. These players seem to think that this is just going to be the place to play. They feel more comfortable here. Kezix is going to try to watch over in the back bar, yeah, but again, Jamal, he's going to see Derek. He nearly loses the gunfight against him, but the nade's going to come in. Derek, he's in a tight position. He's going to lose his life to Slapping Cheeks. OTB, Kezix drops. Drake is going to be able to get the trade. But look at that, it's a 1 versus 3. Drake is not gonna win it. OTB, it is 4 to 5. Oh, I honestly wish my prediction is wrong. I want my prediction to be wrong. I want to see a round 11. Oh my goodness. The life, the much needed energy and fire in the last few moments of the search and destroy, the most crucial part in their series win. This is it. This is the ingredient they need. They need to win just 2 more. Slapping Cheeks sitting at 10-6 on a 3 streak. This is exactly what you want to see from these guys. Crazy.
Don't call it a comeback. They've been here for years. OTB Esports showing up, coming out of the dust, like they've been working hard. They've been on their knees scraping and scrubbing and cleaning to try to get some sort of recognition off of a really terrible, brutal respawn game type of hard point on Checkmate, coming into this Miami, looking down in the dumps a bit, but now coming in from behind right now to bring us some really excellent search and destroy, some grimy, really tough fought, gritty search and destroy here, bringing things to a 5-4 score line here, giving Dawn of Chaos a run for their money in this search and destroy. And the play call to come back over to B could be a really bad play, as there's 2 players here ready to watch here. OTB, they used this extra time they had while Dawn of Chaos was just partying it up
Oh
in the
no.
hotel. And
Oh no.
OTB are gonna have an opportunity to even the score at 5-5. What is
Oh.
this?
It's a round 11. We get a round 11. Map 2. Search and destroy on this Miami. The fire, the much needed energy in the last dying seconds. Oh my goodness. When it all looked just about over for OTB, they turn up exactly when they needed to. Unbelievable. You just got to start to wonder if they're going to hit that B bomb site again or if they're going to play patty cake like they did that last round. I have a feeling, look, yep, they're hitting B. They feel most comfortable. Dawn of
Now,
Chaos are going to
now,
see most
Nico,
players.
if you're Dawn of Chaos right now, what's your mentality like? You've lost
Oh
3 straight
man.
from being up 5-2.
Oh
This is
man.
terrifying. This is on stream action here too, not to mention, and your fans were in here talking so much about your team being able to sweep off of that hard point, and now your team potentially came back on here, slightly reverse swept in the search and destroy, slightly very, but it's not over. Offense for OTB though is going to be rough. It's not easy to play offense, and even to play this B when the setup is already in for Dawn of Chaos. They have players in very important spots here. The first blood needs to come out for OTB, and it needs to be a big one. The shots, nades, the utility is being used, but these trophies are actually coming in hot and big for the side of Dawn of Chaos and OTB.
Nice.
They're down to 2 players. Can Dawn of Chaos try to
Aurora with
even
the
this up?
two-piece.
Even up the lives. They need to. They need to get some lives evened up here. Derek, could he drop the shots from Slapping Cheeks? Could have killed. The turnaround comes through. OTB Kings. They choke the comeback at the end, and Dawn of Chaos, playing with their food, have finally been able to finish off the meal.
Slapping Cheeks, if he had just about 2 more bullets, that could have been the play. That could have been what it was needed to finish off that round, but he was 2 bullets shy. Aurora getting the 2-piece, Cheeks getting 1 off the van, and then looking to secure his second one, but Dawn of Chaos just had a player behind him, ready for that flank. He just wasn't able to get that kill in time. Very, very unfortunate. Slapping Cheeks is going to finish off 12-7. That was unfortunate.
Hey, all I gotta say is, Slapping Cheeks can keep his name. He can keep his name.
Yes, that was
I think he has earned the right to keep his name here. And off of that really, really close search and destroy, it actually reinvigorates me, and it makes me change my perspective that I'm going to give this control. I think this control is going to be really nitty-gritty and close. The only thing that matters the most in this control, for me, the thing that will dictate and really manage to control the control, it sounds weird to say that, like, control the control, but is going to be the usage of streaks and if they come in. If the slaying can come through for this side of Dawn of Chaos and they're able to accrue streaks, I feel like that's going to be what really puts this one away. And if OTB can get a few streaks in their hands, even though they aren't the best slaying powered team, I feel like that's going to be so beneficial in helping them actually win the control, and it will make it more doable. Because if OTB can't match the pace, the slaying power out of Dawn of Chaos, then the control is going to wash away, and we're going to be able to wash our hands of OTB and this series quicker than expected. We wanted to see a 4-5 map series, and I hope we can.
Wow. I mean, it's looking not entirely impossible. I mean, you know, on the comms on OTB, you really have to take the confidence and what you just made happen. A 2-5, like, sure, things didn't work out in the end, but it's still very impressive to say the least. Like, they really gave them a run for their money, as you said. But one very concerning factor is Dawn of Chaos having such an electric respawns map on Checkmate Hardpoint. And with this control, it's going to be really tough to see OTB come up with something special. But I'm hoping that they still have that electric sitting on top of their thumbs. Something can happen. I'm not counting them out just quite yet because they really shut me up that one. I wanted to stay positive, but deep down, as a betting man, I just saw Dawn of Chaos come out on top, and with that round 11, I wish I was wrong. I wish that they would have absolutely proved me wrong. And Slapping Cheeks somehow in some way heard me talking about his lack of performance in the hard point, and he proved me wrong. And I think this control map on Raid is definitely going to be it's game point. If the recipe for a reverse sweep, although we haven't casted a reverse sweep just yet, I think it's got to happen now. It's the first step. It's the first ingredient. You got to get the pan hot before you put down your steak. So right now, OTB, you got to wonder what's going on in the comms. What are the vibes like? It's a tough spot to be in, but unfortunately, it's the hole they're gonna have to dig themselves out. I want to know your opinions. Do you think it's gonna be a 3-0? Do you think they're at least gonna get one punch in, make it a 3-1? Because I just see them going down swinging.
Hey, if you're talking about them needing one punch, right? Raid is one of those maps that we can go to. Well, like when I play it in league play, where I can really deliver my best punches, and that's because I'm a bit of an oldies guy like that. I really like COD, and Black Ops 2 was a powerhouse COD for me. And well, Raid is what we're gonna have on in the books for us here, as that's going to be the control map, and potentially if we see the hard point forced after it, if we see OTB come away with this control win, we will be back onto Raid, and that could be the recipe for success. Win Raid, control, then you have Raid again the next map, for the hard point. You just won on Raid. You have the momentum. You have you're gonna have the other players on the other team having PTSD when they run around these corners of Raid from when they lost in the Raid. If they do lose in the Raid for control, then things could be a lot different. We could see the reverse sweep start here, and it needs to start here for the side of OTB. Now, Nico, what is your prediction for the control? What's your scoreline prediction? We got to get that in before we get into the actual action here.
It's not gonna be a convincing one. I think it's gonna be a very close one, and I'm gonna play devil's advocate and say OTB is gonna take it 3-2. Honestly, I would love to see a map. I want to see more from them.
Well, as much as I want to agree with that score, it's not fun. I think the people in chat want to see us argue a bit, so I'm gonna say Dawn of Chaos take it 3-2 instead. And well, we will be seeing Dawn of Chaos still fielding the right-hand side of the map here. They will also be playing from the defensive side of the map to start things off, and OTB will get that offense to open things off, and the offense is going to deliver over to A as the first point for progress. Ooh. And wow, that team kill nade is going to be very unfortunate for the side of OTB, and that's going to put them behind quite early here on their push, and everything is going wrong for them. Their players are getting pulled apart, and it's looking like the phrase that we came to know from the team that competed yesterday, DWF, divided we fall. And right now OTB, they are divided as can be, and they are all falling, except just as I was saying that, Casey comes in with a hot two-piece, and Jamal as well. So they were falling when they were divided, but now they're going to start to regroup and maybe get some wins, hopefully.
Wow, that's not the way you want to start your control map at all. That's not how you want to start any map with a team nade. It was just a snowball, one mistake after the next. But right now, they're going to be able to secure one tick on B and more progress on A. So, they're getting their feet back in. They have 3 players on A. The second tick is going to come in. There are no players on the side of Dawn of Chaos. It looks like they're just going to give it up and focus all their attention on defending B. But right now, 2 minutes left to secure 2 ticks. It's looking not too bad. Not too bad. Casey's going to be able to not pick up the kill just as I say that. But, wow. Like I said, 2 minutes. Plenty of time to be left to play this objective. And, the lives right now, Dawn of Chaos at an advantage. Derek going to be able to spot 2 players. Is he going to win one of the gunfights? Could he possibly take one? He's not. He's going to get challenged and pushed back far. But they are searching for him. Right now, it is looking not so bueno, but he goes all the way around to secure a kill on Kings. and he is expecting these players to come in, but right now him and Casey are just playing rug, waiting. Kings is gonna make the first push. Derek's gonna win it. He knows that there's another player behind him, but is he gonna get it?
He fell off! Is that Clayster?
Clay?
Is that Clayster?
Oh my lord, that's exactly the spot he fell off to. Clay and that, oh my goodness.
Well, Derek right now, being such a pest over at Mansion, he's reminding me a lot of Arcides, I believe, during the Toronto Ultra versus Atlanta FaZe match, where they played the 3 raids to start off the series, and a lot of chaos was spent and a lot of time was spent by Arcides and Salium over at this Mansion building. And well, in the control right here, no respawns remaining for OTB. They're on their last legs here. They need to get these kills to come through. They get a nice red kill feed for now, but they're now going to start to lose their real estate and lose their players here. Slapping Cheeks left up here in Kitchen to try to control it, and he's going to get hit by 2 to 3 players here. Can he finish these players off? They're low on health, but instead they will finish him off like a shawarma at lunchtime, and King is going to get 2 big kills but drop to one of the players on the hill from Dawn of Chaos. And that's going to be the first round going over to Dawn of Chaos, expectedly, because they had defense, but they showed a ton of grit in that one. The offense out of the side of OTB, definitely not something to count out too early here.
Yeah, definitely. Considering that the very slow start that they had, that was a punch in the gut. But they really made a case for themselves on this map, and wow, that last 3-piece would have been a stinky clip. But right now, OTB are going to be on the defensive side. Aurora 10-7, sitting at a nice electric pace. Nades are coming in, stuns are going out, trophies being dropped, players are losing health. But already Drake MVP is going to be able to get the first blood. And it's looking like the kill feed is all going to Dawn of Chaos. 2 ticks of progress on A, looking like it's gonna be a full cap, and they have no choice. OTB have to go to B. They have to defend, and that was way too quick. They have over 2 minutes to work with. That happened in like the first 20 seconds. That was insanely quick. OTB know exactly where they're coming from though. Dawn of Chaos are just gonna play the best they can to at least secure some kills and push their way on in. The OTB spawning basketball side, Aurora's going to get pushed back a little. The defense is going to be there for OTB. They're going to be sitting on the B hill. Kills are coming in, but the trades, 1 tick of progress. Casey's going to take the last player off, and his teammates are going to be right there behind him to defend. It's going to be, this is going to be a close one. The defense has just been back and forth. Kezix is going to lose the gunfight against Casey. Trades again coming in. It's just been back and forth. These teams are really fighting. And a minute.
But once again, we are seeing the Dawn of Chaos slay power come through. And that's Dawn of Chaos with the massive life lead coming into the later stages of this round. And well, if this one continues on like this, and we see the next round following this one end up being a mirror of the last 2, we're gonna see a cakewalk here.
That's it. I don't think they can get it. I think that's it. They got the second tick, the third tick. That's it.
They locked in on that point, and that's going to be another round going over to Dawn of Chaos, and it's getting closer to a 3-0 here in the control, and then ultimately a 3-0 in the series score. And well, the first 2 maps might not have been the most freest, but now in this one right now, the fashion that it's been going in, OTB Esports. 0 PR, 0 earnings, so free. Freer than a Wi-Fi at Tim Hortons. It's just absolutely horrific. OTB Esports, they have to pick it up, and Slapping Cheeks, he's not slaying out like he can in Search and Destroy. And because he can't do that, his teammates need to back it up, and it's just not there. The trades all go in favor of Dawn of Chaos. Kezix, 12-10. Aurora rocking the massive double positive 5 streak as well. Look at that. He's gonna drop those missiles like it's hot on the pool side here. He's just gonna say, all you kids get out of the pool, it's my time to surf. And
it's Adult Swim. Kids need to get out of the pool.
It's Adult Swim. It's Adult Swim, and cheek slapping ain't allowed here. Kezix, he's gonna get another kill in Art here, and he's gonna have a teammate stack up with him, and they're gonna get a nice little bait and switch there. as Slappin' Cheeks left on A all alone here, and Kezik's gonna drop to Slappin' Cheeks as well. So we might see a bit of life here with the A, but I don't think Dawn of Chaos is gonna let them cap A as easily as they were able to give it over to them the first round that OTB had with offense, and the kills come through. The lives, they are a lot closer than what we saw in the last two maps, or not the last two maps, the last two rounds in this control. And hey, this looks like a round this round is definitely one for OTB to lose. Dawn of Chaos are not looking as strong as they had in the last two rounds into this one.
Yeah, this is the exact point that OTB lost the last time. But look, no players on there. But just I say that Aurora is able to pick up. Oh wow, him and his teammate are going to be able to pick up those 2 kills on that flank side. But the defense, this is truly where your backs are absolutely up against the wall. There is a minute left for your life on and left in this series. Everything could come to a collapsing end. Aurora.
Oh my!
Second.
Man.
Oh my goodness, Casey. See you back in spawns, buddy. Get out of my face. Exactly what Aurora is saying again. The spawn kill, not letting him being able to do anything in the last few dying seconds. Oh my lord. That is just unbelievable. Jamal picking up a kill. The trades coming in. Aurora still, struggling. Getting a 22-9. Oh my goodness. Struggling to lose his life on a 6 streak. Aurora. It's absolutely electric in the last few minutes, few seconds of this series. This is looking very, very grim. 30 seconds, no players are anywhere to be seen on the B site. It's just looking very grim. I can't see a case for this.
There's no lives remaining over on the side of OTB in terms of respawns. We are going to see the last 3 lives being used right now and being taken off the map. OTB Kings, last one alive, up against 5 or 15 respawns to come through. Team kill comes through. Little bit of help, but he's just going to get caught in a barrel once again like before. He's going to jump on the point, catch 1. He's going to have to deal with these players in a one-on-one gunfights, and that's just not going to happen. Dawn of Chaos sweep through the control and sweep the series ultimately 3-0. And Nico, the expectation was there for Dawn of Chaos as not the underdogs, but the ones that were favored, and they showed up big time. They met the expectations, and maybe in your eyes, since you hadn't seen them play before, they might have exceeded the expectations you thought for them.
For sure. I mean, wow. I mean, I'd like to say that it was just a complete runaway, but the S&D was just something else. There's some potential for OTB to be an electric team. Now, their hard point was, admittedly, their respawns have just been absolutely lackluster, to say the least. But there's potential. There's certainly some potential for a team like OTB to be as successful, if not more, for the side of Dawn of Chaos. But just Aurora, again, star player in the last seconds, just standing over OTB in their last breathing seconds of that series is just absolutely showing how dominant he can be on a map like Control and Raid. Is just absolutely bonkers. I was not expecting him to turn up as much as he did. That turn on kill for the 2-piece was absolutely disgusting. I think right now that man needs to go take a shower. Killing Casey twice. Once off the spawn after the second time getting gunned.
While he's out taking his shower, I wouldn't mind him just, quickly filling up this cup for a piss test, because the man was performing out of body, just out of his mind there, and he really came through for the side of Dawn of Chaos. And personally, as a spectator and somebody that was around in the Modern Warfare season for the Masters League, where we saw Dawn of Chaos field a completely different roster, I would love to see those two rosters, like the old roster and this new roster, play off against each other. I think it would be a massive and really fun match to see. But we did have a really awesome showing here between these two teams. Unfortunately, that's how the cookie crumbles, that one of the two teams has to lose, and we are going to see the victors come out on top. That's Dawn of Chaos. They're going to start their league off with a 1-0 record, and over on the side of OTB, they're going to be starting with the 0-1. They're going to be joining another team in 0-1 record right now, and that's going to be the DWF, the Divided We Fall roster that lost yesterday. We will have another team join the 0-1 record later on tonight, as just coming up after this match in a short bit, as we set up the new lobby with those players, we will be having 302 Esports Blue up against the side of I gotta get a quick reminder in my head here of it. Should be, yikes! I'm stuttering here, folks. Jeez, I don't usually do this.
302 and Team HiFi, isn't it?
HiFi, there we go. HiFi.
HiFi.
See, it's a team that I don't recognize from Modern Warfare. So another team making their debut here on stream. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes down. We did just see this one go down. And Nico, last takeaways here. What names drew you? Were you caught watching a lot or met your eye here between the two teams? And looking forward, what are maybe some changes and maybe some tips for these two teams moving forward to maybe improve their gameplay?
For sure, definitely.
I'll tackle. You want to split it up? You can tackle one team. I tackle the other.
Who's your pick?
I'll take OTB. I'll go for OTB. I'll talk about them. You'll talk about Dawn of Chaos first. Just give us the players, the best players, standout players from today, and what they could do to best their gameplay.
Oh man, Aurora he just had clutch factor. He was just everything that the team needed to be in the last seconds. I mean, of course, they're sitting at a comfortable 2-0. Their opponent's backs are up against the wall, but he had some very prominent plays in my mind, and I caught myself really paying attention to his kill death ratios, where he was on the map, and that's how you know you're doing something right, when you're catching people's eyes. I gotta say, Aurora was just him and Kezix. I noticed that there were just a lot of connection plays, watching over each other. The teamwork was there. It was there for the team, and it's hard to find any sort of improvements for Dawn of Chaos with how dominant they've been. But I'd like to know your opinion on OTB, because there's a lot.
Hey, OTB, big pluses. Their search and destroy looked fantastic, even though they were up. I personally feel like it was the fact that people could say and argue that their search and destroy has a ton of holes in it. It's not looking good. It's not looking crisp. It's true. These are amateur teams playing against each other. You're also looking at, this is early on in the game. We've only had a few months of a competitive scene that's been developing at such a rapid pace as well. When you look at the meta changes and how many we had to deal with in terms of bans, restrictions, GAs changing. And well, this team, they are looking promising in their search and destroy. It looks like their best game mode so far, their best aspect in Slapping Cheeks, definitely putting his name out there big time in that one, dropping a massive KD in that one in terms of his personal KD. His teammates just need to step up a little bit to help him out a bit more. And then the respawn, that's where they need to really work on across the board there. Slapping Cheeks needs to work on being able to slay better. Even if he's not playing a heavy slaying role, he needs to just be able to win his ones better. Help be more have more of an impact in the respawn game types. The control, definitely one that I felt like was the most catastrophic for the team. They really needed to be able to play it better, and maybe even force a pick on a different map instead of raid, if that might help them out better next time around. We'll see. But that's going to do it for this series between these two. Nico, it was a pleasure covering it with you. Now we will be having a short break with you guys in chat, so stick around if you guys are excited and you guys are interested in watching the 302 versus HiFi match, because we surely are, and we'll be back in a moment. We will throw you guys to the screen and some music, and yeah, thank you guys for tuning on in. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back in. We are getting the match started shortly, and Nico, my dude, that break was a little long. I'm sorry about that one, and chat, sorry as well. But I hope you still have some energy left in you, Nico.
Oh yeah, I'm still kicking. Hey, I'm still here. I'm ready.
Well, we do have a spicy matchup here. This one's going to be between 302 and the side of Team HiFi, who are to make their debut as an organization in the ALG leagues. And what better time than the present to make your debut? And this HiFi roster, Nico, I'm not sure if you can still see my screen here, but HiFi is going to be the blue side and red side is going to be 302. You mind telling everybody the players that are playing?
Okay, so 302 is red. So we have Grim, CLDZ. I'm not actually sure how to say that. Sids. It could be an I, could be an L. I'm gonna say Sids. Brixie, Kakashi, which sounds familiar. Not quite sure.
Yeah.
And let's see. And on the side of HiFi, Spams sounds an Astro. Astro sounds familiar. Zim and Insanity. These are some actually pretty good names. One thing I look for, like as a caster, is how easy a name is able to be pronounced, as well as how it rolls off the tongue within certain play calls. So, pretty good, not bad. Zim, Astro, Spams, Insanity. There's some play on words you can totally use there. So that's always exciting to see new gamer tags, new different ones that you haven't seen before. Not gonna lie, 302 is a little out there. Sids, it's one I'm most scared for.
Well, we have just told you guys the names. Well, we are going to show you guys the maps, and this map set is spicy. We're going to see raid, but only at the end, potentially, if we can get that 4th or 5th map. But we are going to be guaranteed 2 maps that you guys didn't see yet tonight, and that's Crossroads and Moscow to start things off. We're going to go with the Crossroads, then Moscow to follow. Checkmate will be the control, and then jump into those 2 raids at the end if we get those extra ones. Now, jumping into the action, the players are ready. The match is ready to go, and hopefully we can get you guys into it as Team HiFi starting off on the red side, and we're gonna have Team 302 Esports in the blue. Actually, other way around, but you guys know what I mean. Team HiFi, they're gonna make sure to make their debut in the league up against this 302 side and make sure to really burn them. And 302, they're the only org that I noticed when looking at across all the teams across both of these brackets, or not brackets, but these groups here over at the ALG Masters, that actually fields 2 different rosters. They have the 302 Esports Blue, which is this roster today in this match, and then the 302 Esports Gold, who is in, I believe, one of tomorrow's matchups, or if there are matches tomorrow. I think if not matches tomorrow, I think then they're playing on Thursday, something like that. But we will see the 302 Gold side play shortly after this one, in the next couple days. But enough about me rambling on about that. Nico, let's get straight into this action, as it's already getting hot and heavy to start things off.
Oh yeah, Zim sitting at a nice 3-0. He's gonna, just as I say that, Caster's Curse is just something else, man. Every time you mention something going on with the player, Astro nearly let up a little too easy getting that kill on Sids, but he's gonna make his way towards the hard point. He doesn't seem to spot any of the players that are out in the back, tucked away in the corner, and he's gonna lose his life to somebody all the way chilling in back spawn by the crates. But right now, it's looking like a tie game. Only about 25 seconds left for the scrap time, and right now 302 are just sitting there soaking it up like a sponge. 36 seconds. Grim trades back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, but right now Team HiFi are able to get the last 10 seconds. 302 are looking to rotate, but already the players, Team HiFi, are there, and they're just together as a 3, trying to take down one at a time, just pushing their way in. Zim is gonna find his way into the front door, being able to secure just a bit of guaranteed time for his team. And right now, no players seem to be challenging him. He's just going to be sitting comfortably, making himself at home, sitting by the fire, warming up. Sids is going to get 1 kill, but taken down by his teammates, by the opposing team help. Insanity going to be able to hold on to the 2-piece.
Insanity holds the line there, but We did just see Sid's drop in the back, and I want to make sure to make a point around that one, and that's the fact that that spot that he was in, as the last man in the back to try to get those spawns, it was so crucial that he wins those gunfights. And Insanity coming in hot for the team HiFi here right off the get-go, and he is a name that I recognize from some sort of other competition that I've casted or produced in the past, and he's making his presence known now to Nico and the rest of you on stream in the chat that are not familiar with him. And he's putting up a clinic right now, 13-7, putting 302 Esports in the negatives across the board here, alongside his teammates. Everybody fashioning a positive KD over on the side of Team HiFi, and you know, they're practically high-fiving on every map here, just enjoying it, living in the limelight right now.
Yeah, I mean, right now, just an overwhelming performance straight out the gate. They've already hit the 100-point club, 35 seconds, and they are still absorbing more and more time. Kakashi going to get cut down early, not going to be able to make anything happen with his first team push. Sids is not going to look. He nearly missed that player, and he's going to win the gunfight. He nearly missed him. He might spot Astro here. But Astro playing it very perfectly and patiently. He might have just gotten the team call there to check out Catwalk, but it's going to be Astro to take him right in the head. Astro with the two-piece, owning the Catwalk, making his presence known on the top. The call comes in.
Walking the catwalk like a model he was. Astro. Oh. And we ain't going to be giving you no Astro Gaming listen-ins. We're going to be just giving you some nice Astro Gaming two-pieces here. As now Kakashi's going to try to put something together here. Can't use any Jitsu to get out of trouble there, as he's going to get cut down over by the boxes at ice, and Insanity going to finally drop, and we're seeing a bit of life out of 302 now, a new spark as we get into the second rotation of Hills, and we're back on P1, but that spawn for P2, it's going to need to get aggressed and taken over by the side of 302, or else they're going to be in a hole once again going into P2 in the next cycle of Hills. It's terrible. When these spawns dictate so much of this map, and it's such a fast-paced map nonetheless. Like, I can't, the pacing that Team HiFi are setting, it just isn't being matched right now by 302. They're playing too sluggishly. They need to speed things up, match the pace, and at least match the presence of Astro on this point. You know, and make the he's playing out of this world reference, but I feel like that's really low-hanging fruit to say. And 302, they're sitting back so far in their pocket here. Maybe just P3 and P4 mean a lot more to them, as Astro is continuing to just light things up. And in the background, the man on the point right now for the side of Team HiFi, soaking up time. Spams is still on a 5 streak himself. Everybody on Team HiFi is streaking right now. Like, oh my lord, Spam's going to get himself up to 6 in a row. He's knocking on the door right here of an artillery, and to follow that would be a cruise missile. Astro on 7. He's definitely earned the artillery. He needs one more for the cruise. He will not get it. In the background here, Spams and Zim are going to be on their streak, still alive there. Zim, he's going to be up front and center here on this point. He's going to get to 6. One more kill gets him the streak. He will not get it, but Spams in the background gets his artillery. Almost gets the artillery. Unfortunately, doesn't get it. And, you know, still, HiFi living large here. Soaring, flying, 228 points. 302 esports. Looking like 46 esports right now. Just sitting in the dumps. Going to get 100-point club potentially here. But in Insanity, lighten up this kill feed. This light blue. I'm liking it. And, man, Nico, what a fast start to this one. And to 302 esports, they're in a hole here that's so deep.
Insanity. Oh, my God. This guy is a man on a mission. 24-12, getting 4 kills in the last tail end of that map. That was insane. He had a 4 streak. He had nearly 2 minutes on the hill. He was double positive. Insanity right now, the man to be in charge, leading the entire push. The wall bang, he comes in. Oh my goodness, that was the butter knees. My man's had the butter knees. He was just zooming in, slimy, being all slimy around this map, making his presence known inside the hard point for as long as he can. Yeah, he ended 24-12 with a minute and 53 on the hill. Didn't let 302 get anywhere anywhere near the 100-point club. That is exactly what you want to see. A very strong showing. Man, that turn he had, and that two-piece on catwalk, he just turned around, smoked a player. Whew, insanity. And time and time again, we've seen players start off extremely hot in the hard point and then just kind of pee the bed in S&D. So I'm not counting him out. That was an insane performance, and I take absolutely nothing away from him. But but this S&D is very important. It's very crucial to determine the pacing of the next control map and the direction in which the war hammer is going to swing in whichever team's favor. So still plenty of Call of Duty left to be played, but nonetheless, that was a very, very convincing map one. Insane stuff from Insanity.
His name, it matches his playstyle. Maybe not. This is a better example. I want to say, I'm gonna say it. This is a way better example than the guy named Slapping Cheeks that just couldn't slap cheeks and respawn. Like this guy this guy's really doing it. He's doing more than just slapping cheeks. Insanity is he's cutting people down like trees in a forest. He's going for the kneecaps, boys. He's going for the kneecaps. And 302, they're not hot. They had a really, if I was to remember how they performed in the Masters League in Modern Warfare, it was a struggle bus for them that they had to ride as well. And they were not one of those very hot teams. They were really cold for most of that season. And, they're fielding a new roster for us today in this league. And right now, they're having a shaky start. But again, it could just be a big difference in strengths of the teams just going into the league. This is the opening matches. Teams still need to grow into each other. We could look at a recent pickup team for 302, and we could look up at a team here of HiFi that have been practicing for a longer period of time together. And so you maybe the 302 team, they still need to click. And that's one of those things that we see here. The chemistry just wasn't on point, and I feel like that's one of the really big things and factors to really put into talking about here is it just not fitting in, right? And so I'm going to make sure the players are in the right spots here, that they're happy with the size that they have. Nico, first off, we got to talk about the next map here. And that's going to be an all-important search and destroy on Moscow, which is a map that me and you both commentated matches of search and destroy over, and we both know kind of how impactful winning this search and destroy on a Moscow could be, and how troublesome it can be also to win it. What are some key important things when you look at Moscow search and destroy?
Definitely not giving up that middle lane. When you get two or even one player down middle lane to figure out where your opponents are rotating to, especially in that corner where you can view the staircase in the back spawn, that is a very crucial point. And if you give that up, sure, the information's there. You know exactly where the opponents are moving, but you lost middle map. There's plenty of room for opponents to be playing inside middle lane, flanking around. I think it's more crucial than people realize that middle statue area is a very big point of contention for teams, and especially the way certain rounds can just collapse in an instant. It's very important that gunfights are won in that particular position, because the map is fairly sizable to make a full rotation, and just hitting that mid map can be extremely crucial, and just like some of these bigger plays. So that's got to be one of my keys to success is you're in the middle, you're in that center with the statue, you got to win your gunfights. Don't send players there that aren't feeling hot, that aren't feeling it. You've got to send the best players that you have, particularly the SMG.
We are going to be loading up into this one, and it's customary that with us, we give our input on what the score could be for these teams. And last time around with the matchup that happened beforehand, I'm not going to spoil it for those of you that missed out on the Dawn of Chaos versus I forget who their opponents were already. That was a quick series. OTB, yeah. Dawn of Chaos versus OTB. I'm not going to spoil how it went. You guys should watch the video back when you guys get an opportunity after it's all live and said and done. But I'm going to give my prediction first. I'm going to say we're going to see HiFi win it. I'm going to say it's 6-2 for HiFi.
Ooh. I'm going to say it's going to be, again, 6-4, 302. 302 is going to take it, 6-4. That's just how I see it turning out. For some reason, I just see momentum shifts in these S&Ds. They're very crucial. But right now, HiFi is going to be the team attacking, and they're going to 302 is going to send 3 of their players on the top side of the map.
And we are going to see a difference in AR and sub presence here on the map. Team HiFi are going to be rocking three ARs to start off this offensive push, 1 sub, and instead it will be the flip. It will be the opposite here for 302. They'll be having more of a higher sub presence. It's going to be 50-50 actually for 302 in subs and ARs. And right off the get-go, we're going to see Astro, one of those top players on the side of Team HiFi. He's going to get the opening blood for his team. And, well, if First Bloods painted a better picture, painted an important picture, in the last Search and Destroy we had over with Dawn of Chaos and OTB, that's going to paint potentially a picture here as First Bloods First Bloods tend to be king. And starting off big here, we're going to see a life lead of 3-1 right now. Brixie's gonna have to try to win with this submachine gun, a long-range gunfight against the ARs. I believe all 3 of those players have ARs that are left over, and he's gonna get called out on this rotation. Spamsy might just watch this doorway to kill him off, and oh my lord, the humiliation comes through, and she just kicks him right in the nutsack. The baby makers have been exploded.
That did not just happen. I was expecting just the typical slide in chow. Like, I was not at all expecting the disrespect.
How rude was that? The guy can't even go home to his wife and make love no more because he's gonna have to ice that for days here. I'm surprised he's gonna be able to trek across the map for another round here after getting stomped right in the crotch that hard.
Take his life, take his hands, but not his baby maker. Wow. That was the spit on first round in. This is definitely some heated competition, and Sanity's gonna get. Whoa, he somehow popped up and won the gunfight against Brixie. All the players are gonna be over at A, and Sanity's gonna spot out. Oh, he's gonna spot out Kakashi in the back, but he's gonna choose to back up, play his life. He's gonna take out the sentry in the middle, some place to play his ordnance. He's still got a Semtex, looking for information rather than a kill or a push. So far, nothing. Grim is gonna be able to get his first kill. Spams. Right now, Zim and Grim. Oh, and Insanity is gonna push the perfect time to absolutely just bombard his way.
COD timing just not in Grim's hands right now. As Astro, he's gonna get another kill on the round. We're gonna see a streak built for Astro and Zim and Insanity. Everybody living nice over on the side of Team HiFi, apart from Spams. And over on the side of 302, it's all up to Kakashi. He's going to have to use his Sharingan or something to try to predict the movements from HiFi, and he will be taken down and unable to do so. That's going to be 2-0 lead. Going over to the boys in the light blue, HiFi showing up big once again. The momentum continuing to stay in their court.
Man, leaving your players just 1 versus 3 is not ideal, and it can't happen as quickly as it's been happening. These players need to play together, and they need to win their gunfights, because you can't make a play if you don't have enough players. It just makes it a lot harder, puts more stress on the players that are still left alive, but still down 2, not unheard of to absolutely come back and crush. But 302 now, looking to make something happen. The information, the stuns, and the nades are going to come out already. Team HiFi are getting 2 kills. Sids and Kakashi are the only ones left there. Sit back as I say that. Astro takes out Kakashi. Sid's the only one left against a 1v4, and he gets taken down. A flawless round on the side of Team HiFi. It's now 3-0. Ay, ay, ay.
Oy Dios mío, Nico. The side of 302, they're making that O in their name really shine and be at the front lines of not just their 2 players, but also the score that they have right now in this one. It's a 3-0 lead for Team HiFi. It could very well be a 3-0 win in the series for Team HiFi with the way that they've been playing. They practically made 302 esports look like bots in the hard point. Shout out to whoever in chat said that. I'm gonna rip that from you and stamp it on, give it my stamp of approval. As 302 esports having such a hard time here.
Streaks, man. On the side
gosh.
of HiFi, dude. Yeah, they're streaked out. Insanity gonna bring it up to 5. Wow, absolutely just shredding, only losing 30 HP on that gunfight.
You
Barely
can
even a
see
splash.
how much, you can tell just how much pressure and just how rough the side of 302 have been, like they just, they're so fearful of this team HiFi side. Like, you're looking at just the line that they have. They had their bomb carrier sitting in gold for like an hour in the beginning of this round, doing
Oh
nothing.
no. Oh no, Brixie's low. Oh, he's got. Oh my goodness, the trades are all coming in. It's a 2 versus 1. Brixie left alive. He's got the bomb. 18 seconds to play with. He gets the first kill. He's got 15 seconds to defuse the bomb. Astro's coming up from behind him. He spots him, but Brixie has no idea where Astro is. But it looks like he might be able to get a head-on view of where he is. He's got 7 seconds left. I don't know if he's gonna be able to make it. Astro rips him off the bomb. Not able to get the defuse to bring them up. 4-0, Team HiFi. Looking absolutely dominant in this search and destroy map 2. Brixie with this beautiful, beautiful kill. That slide, tucking himself away in the corner, circling all the way back around to take out Zim. Big play. Wow.
HiFi, keep the streak alive here. 4-0. They're really trying hard to get another close to flawless looking map in their pocket in the series. I think this, if anything, they're really just trying to make sure to set a precedent, really scare the rest of the teams in the competition they have in their group. I don't have the groups in front of me. I'm probably gonna pop it up on my side here while this one's going on, but they're definitely trying to leave some sort of mark and some sort of impression on their opponents that they have still to play this season in their group with this matchup here, and what they're doing and how they're dismantling 302 esports. It's just so flashy.
Yeah, I mean, Astro, he's been playing very calm, very, very patient, I would say. Aggressive yet patient. He wants to keep his 4-0 streak alive. The plant is going to go down on the B side. Insanity is going to be protected, sitting there chilling with his buddy Spams and his trophy system. And look at this cheeky little spot. If somebody hops over, they're not going to see him. That is such a cheeky spot. I cannot believe. I have seen very little of this. And I have a good feeling he's probably going to maneuver back and forth from that position. And here comes the challenge. The players on the side of 302 are getting slowly. They're inching slowly. Very hesitant. Scared to come in. And just as I say that, Brixie turns around. Caught timing. Insanity nearly wins the gunfight, but Spams is there for the trade. Team HiFi 5-0. Oh my goodness. Not giving them any room.
It's so stressful. Like, just as I'm about to like speak the praises and sing some praises of 302 in these last 2 rounds, the guy works so hard to get that 1 versus 2 down to a 1 versus 1 and just dies in a second after he gets the kill, and he could feel some, and he gets to sigh some sort of sigh of relief, and there's just hasn't been relief for Team HiFi, for Team HiFi, for Team 302. Team HiFi has just, they've just been always in their corner, just keeping them pressed against the wall the whole time. And Insanity is gonna get the first blood once again. He's gonna get himself a second kill in checkers, and this could be all she wrote if he's able to push on forward. We are going to see a third out of him. He could get the full ace here if he aggresses forward. He's definitely going to chow for this ace. He's going to go for it. He gets the ace to close things out. What an ending. What an absolute ending here.
Oh my goodness. Insanity, the ace for the 6-0 to close out map 2. You just had to know he was going to challenge that. Pulling that head off Eskies. Coming up. Saying, bye-bye, Grim. I'm going to seek you out. I know you're low. Shoot him in the knees. And then he's going to get the ace. That is... This man, he has picked the perfect gamer tag. Insanity is what we've just witnessed. He finished that 10-3, I believe. Wow. That is... Whew.
Oh, man.
You really got to start to think about...
302 might need to change their roster. You know, that's some good tea.
Yikes.
That's some good tea.
Now, I have to know.
But you know what? Okay, regardless of how they're doing right now, you know, massive shout out for 302 to have fielded 2 rosters here, and you know, by just looking at their names of the two rosters, you'd expect gold to actually be stronger than blue. So this would, I would believe, be their B team. They're definitely performing like it's their B team. So I have a ton of high hopes for, better hopes for, and higher expectations for 302 gold. I think most people in chat, a lot of the people that are giving some hate to 302 here, they definitely should have higher expectations for gold because they're the golden standard over at their organization. And 302 blue, you guys are fighting hard. This is a tough team you're up against. So as much as we might be giving you guys the grueling and making a bunch of jokes at your expense, that's just how the cookie crumbles. That's entertainment for you. But there's definitely a lot of rooms to improve, and this is early stages of this Call of Duty game as well, and this league. So there's room for shockers to happen moving forward. They're going to be looked down very aggressively. They're going to be looked down a lot right now by all the opponents across any of these groups, let alone their own group. Everybody that has to still play them, they're going to be excited to play them. They're going to think it's a free win, and that could end up being whatever team that is downfall. 302 blue, depending on how quickly they can work on these issues and fix them, they could end up being a team come playoff time that actually stuns and pulls on a bit of a Cinderella story. But I think right now, just based off of chat's reactions to maybe some of what I'm saying, I might be just preaching to the wrong choir. But Nico, has anything that I said kind of resonated with you there?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to agree with you. I have to agree with you.
Gotta give faith, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
The improvement can happen, right?
The improvement can certainly happen. Teams have flukes, they have bad vibes. Sometimes it's all about the vibe. Just it could be off. The comms are probably a little strained right now. A bit of contention between the players. Communication is off. There's always some fine tuning that can be done. So, and with the CDL having 3 games in a 3-0 sweep, and now like the way this is going, do you see a 3-0 sweep coming in from this control? Like, I have to know.
I think the control is going to go in a 3-0 fashion. I feel this whole series is a 3-0 fashion. And it's funny because, like I said at the beginning of this entire broadcast, that based off the CDL, and everything being 3-0s there, that we might see that trickle into here and into the veins of the ALG league tonight. And that's exactly what's kind of happened. Everybody's on a 3-0 vibe right now, living a 3-0 life. And that's kind of what I'm expecting here is a 3-0, and not just the series, but also in the next map to come. And Nico, the next map, it's going to be that checkmate.
Ooh, a map that can go extremely well for a team or extremely poorly for a team. And as we mentioned in previous broadcasts, that top plane and the underbelly of it are very, very important parts to control. On the wing, on the side, you want to get your ARs on the side and on the top. You want to be able to control those spawns and be able to get spawn kills. That's very important. And for the team that's looking to have an offensive, a solid one needs to be able to be prepared for those cheeky little positionings on those wings for those spawn traps and win those gunfights. Know where to put your ARs, know where to put your SMGs. Keep your ARs in the back, watching over your SMGs, because sometimes I just see ARs just, we need points. Jump on it. Go. We need to get that second tick. We need to go. And they rush too much. They don't push with their teammates. And it just seems to bite them in the tail end in the end. You get picked off one player by one player and teams are not pushing together. But right now, Insanity is the man on the map. He is owning this lobby, leading his team, and absolutely standing over the side of 302. Just the dominance on him is unprecedented.
The gonads he has have to be massive, though. And one of the massive shoutouts that I want to give, and this one's going to be, depending on how seriously you guys were hit by it, and maybe some of you guys might be annoyed, if me bringing it up, that I'm just, again, milking something that was a terrible thing. But I think it's quite poetic that we're seeing this kind of a play come out of a team with one of their players that's rocking, that's Zim, rocking the F3 tag. And, shout out to Pharaoh, or Ferocities, for what he was able to accomplish in his career before he passed away. And, the man was a legend. and to see his tag in the Masters League is quite awesome. Now it looks like we will be getting a restart on the lobby. It looked like these players are maybe killing each other here. I'm very confused onto why that's sort of like what's going on here. So we are going to get a restart on the map. But while we're still here with you folks, you guys mind giving me your thoughts and giving Nico your thoughts on, you know, what you guys have been thinking so far with the ALG League? If there's any teams out there, because there's obviously still more to go there's still more matches to go. We still have a lot more to go in at least this week 1, but still in the rest of the league. What are some of the heavy hitters that those you guys in chat would suggest me and Nico maybe look up a bit more on and get prepared to really and excited really to watch those matches? And who are the favorites coming into this league? I know we've already seen a few favorites already play, you know, Dawn of Chaos and ADS. Now, who are some other favorites moving forward that we should really be looking out for? And maybe who are some standout players or players you guys feel are going to make a huge difference this time around in the league for some of these standout teams? Make sure to drop those in the chat. We'd love to go and review those. Well, we're going to get things set up here. You know, it looks like the players... Oh, yeah, okay. So the players are back. You know, the situation's resolved. We are going to try to jump back into this game here. And... yeah, it was a bit rough there with the players and one of them disconnecting, but we got him back just lickety split. So you guys in chat, just let us know. Nico, if you see anything in chat, make sure to make a bit of reference here of any of those teams people are.
You gotta appreciate the F3s in chat, man. You know, it's something that
oh, we're on delay too.
Yeah, it is a delay.
40-second delay, right?
Yeah, I think so. I was counting 30.
Yeah, we'll add 40, but yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, it looks like we're back in. Things should be going smooth sailing by now. All the players seem to be on the map. Everything seems to be in order.
This is do or die as well for team 302 Esports Blue. Now
backs up against the wall. Ooh.
They are, though, you know, to look at something positive here, they are going to be on defense to start things off. So which is great. You know, defense is favored on control, regardless of the map in most cases. And so this is your opportunity to stop the momentum right at the beginning of this map. You know, you're starting it off on defense, win that opening round, your opening defensive round here, and stop the negativity from chat, the negativity in your comms, in the vibes, and try to turn things around. Well, right now we are seeing Team HiFi get some early progress over here to A. They are able to pass through the 2 ticks of progress quite easily, but now the defense comes through and they're able to clean off the players on the map. The lives are in favor of 302 just for a moment there as it evens out. As things are going really back and forth, Nico, the defense, they've done well so far. 302, they're exceeding expectations in the beginning here, and what they're able to accomplish right at the beginning of this one, but whether or not they can stay true to how they're playing right now and keep up this pace.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be extremely tough, especially when you have a player like Insanity sitting up in that top plane with an SMG. That's going to be very tough to take him off. Zim making himself known onto this plane, taking one player down, picking up an AR, but it just happened, that bad COD timing. He's just going to be taken down. Astro and his buddy are just going to be chilling on this objective, securing A point, making their way towards B. Insanity, man, 5 and 3. Ooh, looking hot. Astro gonna get cut down by Brixie. He's already now on a 2 streak, 3 and 4. Spams. Again, this positioning on top of the plane is extremely crucial, especially if you want to gain control on that underside belly of the plane. Being able to watch over your teammates, knowing where they are, knowing where these players are coming from, staying alive is very important for that push.
Hey, and the trading in lives here were very quick, and we saw 302 sort of look like they started to come out on top, but just as I'm saying this, we're seeing a resurgence of Team HiFi players in the middle of the plane trying to grab control as quick as they can. 45, less than 45 seconds left here in this one. Lives are still manageable for 302 in this one, even though they are behind by about 5. Make that 6, make that 5, as things are just going back and forth here. Pinstripe kill feed. We are going to need Team HiFi to start figuring out a way to cap this point, though. But the kills coming through here, lost for lives for 302. As much as I wanted to say cap this point, That's cap in its own right. As Team HiFi, they just need to grab all these kills. The thumbs up comes
Yeah.
from Zim here to his buddy, the lady in the lab coat, and well, Kashi's gonna come in from the side, not be able to take anybody down with his shurikens, and he's instead gonna die off. And 1-0 lead coming out of the pockets of HiFi, and winning an offense to start things off. You know, what better way to assert dominance early on and keep that momentum in your pocket than with an offense win?
Oh yeah, I mean that's ooh. And these players, man, on the side of HiFi are just absolutely. They want to close this out. They want to do whatever they got to do after this match because 10-5. Insanity. Speaking of players who need to take a shower, Insanity, I could smell him through here, man. Dude is disgusting. Absolutely frying these kids, and he's burning the sweat off of his brow, going insane. He's gonna drop from the nade, but still, that's not gonna stop him. I mean, he said comfortably a double positive. But right now, players on the side of 302 can't seem to be getting any closer to any of these points. They're just dropping far in the back. Insanity sitting up on the plane, gonna get a long kill on Kakashi. Just, oh man, this is a stomping we're witnessing here. Every player on the side of 302 is negative, and they're at a 4 respawn deficit. Insanity's gonna get 1. He's gonna get 2. Pulls out the third. That's 3 for Insanity. He's gonna pick up the 4th. He's gonna try to get that spawn kill. He's waiting, positioning. He knows he's low health. He's just gonna play his life patiently, and then he's gonna try to push. He's gonna pick up the AR. He's gonna see Sid's. Oh, nearly gets the kill, but his teammate's gonna get it for him. Brixie, he's gonna find him all the way on the other side of the map. He's gonna find these spawn kills. I don't think he saw Sid's that point, but he's nearly gonna get wall banged. He's gonna turn around, try to find the kill, make another kill happen, but his streak is gonna get cut down by Kakashi in the back. What a nasty combo that was. Zim gonna try to pick up where he left off, pick up the same player in the same position, take off Sid's on that back wing. Oh my goodness, gonna catch Brixie in the back shot. Yes, the reference. Brixie's scared out of his mind, hiding in the corner. He's gonna get taken down, shot in the face with his sidearm. Oh my goodness, the dominance is here. Grim, get off that point. What are you doing? Give us round 2.
No way.
Woo!
Astro ended that one on a 7 streak. Oh my lord. See, dude, there's too many good things coming out. The magic. Like, am I watching Harry Potter here? Like, this is just wizardry coming out of every single player on the side of HiFi. When we're highlighting one player and his impactful presence on the map and his incredible plays, another one is looming in the wings, ready to come out and steal the spotlight. And that's exactly what Astro's done here on the side. We just haven't been giving him the credit here. But now we're going to have to jump on with him and see how he can extend his streak and maybe get that cruise missile. As right now, there's definitely streaks to play with across the board of HiFi. They would most likely want to close out this series on this round as well and win this one in a 3-0 fashion, just like the scoreline in the entire series itself. Now, Kakashi is going to get the fadeaway kill onto Astros. That's big. That's going to help his team alleviate some pressure here in the middle of the map, and at least over by A. Now, he's going to be still trying to contest over here, but Linsanity will get him out of the way. Insanity will push up and once again try to play for spawn kills. Zim, he's going to be doing that, but in wood, and he's going to get taken down. Sid, he's going to be trying to play for some kills off to the side here. He's going to grab a hold of plane control. That's good. That's a good start to try to get something going together here. As Sid, he's going to be playing with the top plane control in mind. He now needs to keep it. He's going to find Insanity, but then he's going to get cut out from behind. His teammate Zim will fall, and that's going to be plane control continuing to stay in the hands of 302. But is it enough? The side of Team HiFi, with a bit of a life lead, they're growing their life lead once again. 40 seconds to still play with here in the control. Grim gonna die off at A, and A is just one more tick away from being capped and time extended. And that extension of time could just be the last dagger that really needed to be put into the side of 302, because their lives are waning.
It's not looking good. I cannot see any sort of last-minute push coming from 302. They have just been beat. It seems to be that this is about all the gas they have left in the tank, and it is It's, oh boy, Zim owning the plane, getting one, nearly getting two, but his teammate's going to be able to pick up the trade. Insanity sitting up there with the AK-47U. What a scary sight. Kakashi, though, going to get two, 12 and 17 on a 3 streak. Wow, he's going to try to find Astro, try to find Insanity, but oh, Insanity's going to get the revenge kill all the way far back with an AK-47U, outmatching him and with his AR. Unbelievable. And again, Insanity's going to take control of this plane again.
You can't give Insanity top lane control. It's just he's unmatched with it, and it ends up just being one of the greatest downfalls and blunders in this map. And the lives, they're still close, but it's looking like 302 Esports is going to be start having to tap out here soon. The progress, one tick has been made here. The slide out from Zim, he will find one. He's going to try to catch Kakashi. Kakashi kills him. Insanity's there for the trade. They have the time to stack up. They will get the second tick of progress. The bullets need to break into this hill quickly. Last 3 players alive for 302. They need to touch this point. It looks like they're going to be too little too late. And that's a 3-0 series, 3-0 score on the map. And this could be this is good night early, folks.
Ay, ay, ay. That is, painful. Send them to bed. Put your night gown on. Have some warm milk. Go rest your head on a pillow and go to sleep.
Yeah, I like how you didn't say cookies as well, because I don't think 302 deserve cookies after this. Like you guys can have your warm milk, but that's just about it.
Your warm skim milk.
I think HiFi get all your cookies tonight. Yeah. You've earned the cookies.
Bed with warm oat milk, not even like real milk. You get oat milk or soy milk.
You're really pushing this one, aren't you?
Oh boy.
You're really trying to milk this joke, aren't you? Okay, well, fans of both these teams, obviously one side is extremely happy and happy that they chose, their team to win, HiFi, and the side of 302, taking this loss with a grain of salt, hopefully, even though we do poke at you guys, and chat gives a lot of negativity, obviously here and there, they grill and they joke around about it as well. At the end of the day, your guys showed up. I thought, they handled everything very well in their conversations that they had with the teams in the side lobby stuff, in between maps. They were very professional, well disciplined. They handled it all very well, and let's hope that they can review these VODs, review this match, take something away from it to learn off of. And now, Nico, this is my favorite part at the end, and it's the review and reflect section. Now, I'm gonna pop open the maps once again for everybody to see what we had to work with. The 3 maps that ended up going over to Team HiFi to 3-0 sweep the series. That was the Crossroads, the Moscow, then the Checkmate. Now, Nico, looking back on the series, pick a team, tell me who was their shining star for today in the matchup, and what do they need to do to improve to make sure that they can, contest for the top spot in their group moving on in the league.
Oh boy, I gotta pick Team HiFi. Like, it's really hard not to. From what I've seen, I mean, again, this is one matchup, but Insanity, man, what a crazy pickup for a team to have. Like, having a player with just absolute insane slaying power, absolute cracked movement. Like, Mans was on a tear. He had business and he wanted to take care of it tonight, now, not later. He wasted no time steamrolling 302. Any sort of improvements for the team, as we saw that every player had their shining moment and in that last control. And there was the S&D was clean. No fight whatsoever. So HiFi, very, very dominant team to say the least. 302 though, a lot of work to be done.
Yeah, over on the side of 302, the struggles were all across the modes. It started off with that respawn at the beginning with Hardpoint. Just they really couldn't find their footing. I'm surprised they managed to get past the 50-point mark with what they were able to put up on the board in terms of any sort of a defense or any sort of counter pressure. we saw the Search and Destroy go by pretty quick as well. Ended up being, what was it? Was it perfect? I'm trying to remember.
The S&D, it was 6-0.
Yeah, 6-0 perfect, 6-0, in a perfect control. The only star that I could say, somebody that I felt maybe like made a bit of a mark for the side of, uh, I don't know, man. Like, it's tough. Like, I feel like none of them fully stood out for me. That I know, guys. I know you might be
Yeah.
thinking I'm very harsh, but it's kind of realistic there. Like, Kakashi I thought maybe looking at the fact that he was playing on PC and the other three were playing on console, that he would stand out. He would have a more of an advantage because PC in this game, everybody's seen that PC's play better than console for the most part. And he still didn't shine brighter like any diamond above his teammates. And maybe CLDZ or Clids, whatever we were calling him, maybe he's the maybe more standout player for his team. I don't know. I'm gonna look back at the VODs. I'm gonna do some of the stat work behind the scenes before I go to bed tonight. While Nico's obviously going to sleep earlier than me because he can do so, or he's gonna do shit with me in the background in my Discord. We might do a little bit of music listening to and some VOD clipping and stuff like that. You had some great moments casting today. Wonderful. Well, everything was perfect for the side of HiFi earlier today. We saw perfection coming close to perfection, but still nonetheless a successful win coming out from Dawn of Chaos. Now, this league is shaping up to be very interesting based off of the matches that we saw from yesterday and today. We will have a break. We will have no matches on stream tomorrow, but you guys will see me and Nico, hopefully, next on Thursday. We will catch a match at 8 o'clock with you guys where we have, I believe, one match only here before me and him have to go over to our other gig with Oculus Performance. But we will catch the ALG one match. I believe it's going to be 302 gold up against another team. We'll find out who that other team is. You guys will see a tweet. Make sure to follow the ALG social medias so that you guys can stay up to date when the action is going live and when clips come out from matches that just happened or past matches, cool, funny moments. Make sure to stay active there. If any giveaways go down in the future, you will also want to be active on those social medias, following those to stay up to date with that action as well. And of course, you guys see me and Nico's social medias here. They've been with us on our cams here on the screen for the entirety of both the series today. Make sure to drop our follows on Twitter if you guys want to stay up to date with what we're up to. And I know I'm up to some crazy stuff. Nico, you know me. I'm an active guy.
Yeah.
I'm a prime producer and understudy caster, but more prime producer. And over with Nico, he's got a couple cool things in the works as well. While he's also going to have a ton of tweets that he's retweeting from the Dallas Empire as they compete throughout the Super Week this week. Make sure to tune into that action if you guys can as well. Highly recommend. But, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Love each and every one of you guys. At the end, I'm going to make sure to shout out one person in the chat before I leave. Nico, you pick somebody as well. I'm going to shout out Virtue. I'm gonna shout out Virtue. He's my chat member of the day. There we go.
Interesting. I gotta pick. Ooh. I'm gonna have to pick Astro Girl. Is that Astro's girlfriend?
It is Astro. Okay. It could be Astro.
It could be Astro. I don't know. You don't know. I guess these players are swarming in the last minute, but I've seen a lot. Team 302. I've been seeing them out here. Tough, man. Sorry. I mean, you guys got work. There's things to be done.
Well,
you guys aren't out of
we can ramble all day, folks, but that's just going to extend this VOD even further than it needs to. But thank you guys so much for tuning on in. It's been a pleasure having you guys and hosting you guys for the evening, and we'll see you guys in the next matchup. So thank you guys once again. And peace out.
Out.